Hey, I'm Dr. Josh Plessinger. I'm here with Kevin Weaver, who is a certified nutrition coach as well as a nutritional science major at the UW Milwaukee. And so he's here with us today. We're going to discuss fructose, an evil sugar that Kevin's going to shed some light on and discuss here a little bit. Kevin, go for it.
Alrighty, so we're going to be following fructose's path through our body.
Yeah.
So first thing you're going to do, after consumption, after it's made its way through your stomach, the digestion really starts taking place in your small intestine. The first thing that fructose is going to really do, it's not a sugar that we're easily able to digest, neither are our bacteria.
Yeah.
So causing that problem there is a ton of inflammation.
Okay.
So the generation of oncogenes, so cancerous causing genes, are going to be one of the initial things. They start to be produced in our cells and the bacteria's cells. And then we move into how that limits our ability to absorb nutrients. So you will end up limiting anything from minerals and vitamins all the way up to our ability to even absorb carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So you're limiting yourself across all aspects of nutrition. So you're causing deficiencies, and through that opening up the ability for other things to enter your body. Because with that mucosal membrane breaking down, it becomes much, much easier for foreign things such as infections or toxic chemicals to enter our bodies, and our body to have to work harder to get rid of them. The next place that's going to end up is our blood vessels. And in our blood vessels, it's once again wreaking havoc, causing inflammation. So you have atherosclerotic activity, or the stiffening of our arteries, causing problems with blood pressure and opening up the ability for LDL cholesterol to be to cross through that membrane.
The bad dudes.
Exactly. Cause foam cells to be generated and start to close off our arteries a little bit more. Once again, causing our blood pressure to rise, allowing clots to form, and then possibly cause problems in our future. So at that point, we start to hit elimination. And even in elimination, we're causing problems. So it's going to be wreaking havoc through even our large intestine and making it harder for us to flush out anything else that we have inside.
Jeez. So we've got intestinal destruction and dysfunction. We have nutrient absorption problems. We have cardiovascular inflammatory disposition, and we have elimination issues just on fructose alone.
Correct.
Okay, so fructose is very different from glucose, and we get fructose from our fruits mostly, right? Okay, so the conventional way of preaching a great diet is fruits and vegetables, which we know that if we have a high abundance of fructose, we are digestively and inflammatorily destructive, right? And so how would you start to reposition or reintroduce a diet in that manner?
So in looking at our sugar intake, I would like to move people more towards less fruits, more complex carbs.
Okay.
So taking us from having a high fruit diet, which has a lot of phytochemicals that could be harmful to us, could be harmful to our gut bacteria, further reducing our ability to absorb other things, and moving us more towards starchy foods such as your rice, your potatoes, things that are less likely to carry those phytochemicals and are more dense in glucose, which is a sugar that our body and our bacteria are more able to handle.
Right, because these starchy carbohydrates, they're glucose based and they're non-toxic, right? Like that fructose creates toxicity. So that's how we want to first transition that. Great. Well, so fructose is destructive. Stay away from fructose. Fruit isn't all what it's cracked up to be. And so if you want to continue this discussion, put a comment below this. DM us if you have some specific question that's a little bit more privately health related. Continue to stick with our information as we're going to work on unpacking as much information and education as possible here and in the future. So thanks for all that information, Kevin, and we'll talk to you soon.